What if your immigration ads are not the problem, but everything around them is? This is usually why you can't be profitable enough with paid ads. When you spend more on ads, you get more leads, but profit and signed case numbers stay the same or worse. Often, the ads team wants to run more ads and add a channel, and that's the most expensive way to fix the wrong problem. If this is you, you don't have an ads problem, you have a systems problem, and until you fix it, every dollar you add to the budget will make things worse. I'm Ivan Janku and I run Digital Rocket. We don't just run ads, but we make systems that generate revenue. Immigration law is one we've gone deep in, and here's why. One client, 2-year partnership. We made over $6 million with them, signed over 1,400 cases with over a 6 return on ad spend. And we scaled them from $2,000 a week to over 20,000 a week. And that's all on the same channel. We didn't add a second channel to scale them. We built the system around the channel. That's the difference. And let me show you what that means. One channel starts working, Meta or Google. Cases come in. The lawyer starts thinking, this works, let's scale. The ads team agrees and they pitch a second channel. More ad spend, more complexity, more invoices, but the channel that's working isn't even close to maxed out. The system around it is broken in 5 different places. Adding a second channel doesn't fix any of them, it just doubles the leak. And if you're asking how I know this, we do audits of businesses like this every week. I see these 5 blind spots in almost every audit that we do. Number 1, generic creative. Most firms run ads that say, we help with visas, call us today, best immigration attorney, or something like that. That's invisible to the algorithm. Meta's ad system doesn't work the way it did 3 years ago. You used to pick interests, people interested in immigration or something like that, and Meta would then target them. That doesn't exist anymore for this niche. There is no interest called EB2 visa or marriage visa or something like that. The system reads your creative, what's on it, what it says, who it speaks to, and matches it to the user based on behavioral signals. The signal Meta tracks goes much deeper than people realize. Treat it like your phone is listening in on every conversation in the room, because functionally it is. So your creative needs to be specific to the way somebody would say it out loud. Not, we help with visas, but it's going to be something closer to, I need a visa to bring my spouse to the US. I want to invest in a US business and get residency. My H-1 is expiring next year. That's the language people use. That's what the algorithm matches against. So you need to make sure that your generic ads disappear and that you make specific ads that find the right person. So now the creative actually helps with targeting, and you need to remember that. Number 2, they advertise everything they do and prioritize nothing. Look at attorney fees in the US right now. On the high end, investor visa cases run from $15,000 to $50,000 in attorney fees. Extraordinary abilities, $10,000 to $13,000. National interest waivers, $4,000 to $14,500. On the low end, naturalization, $800 to $1,500. Family-based green cards, $2,000 to $4,000. Standard work visas, $2,500 to $5,500. Same firm, same intake, same hour spent on the same consultation call, wildly different revenue. Most firms run ads for all of their services at once. So they spend the same amount of money to acquire a case that's going to only make them $1,000, or a case that's going to make them $12,000 per case. The economics across categories cancel each other out. The firm runs flat, and they blame the ads. And so the firms that scale do the opposite. So they pick one of 2 case types and they build the entire business around them. Some firms pick the highest margin cases, investor visas or NIW. Lower volume, but each signed case is worth $10,000 or more. So their whole system, ads, landing page, intake, follow-up, is built for that one specific buyer. Not all visas, but that one type of visa. Other firms pick the higher volume cases, family-based, naturalization, lower per case margin, but they run them at scale. The unprofitable firms is the one that do the both at the same time without a system for either. Pick the case type, build a system around it, and then add the next one. Trying to advertise everything you do is how you end up advertising the thing that pays you the least. Number 3, the click goes to the homepage. Lawyers run an ad category for specific visas, the user clicks, and then they land on the firm's homepage, which talks about everything, not about what the user just wanted to search for. So the user came to the site exactly telling you what you need, but you answered with a brochure. The form also needs to ask relevant questions, not generic ones, in order for the user to feel understood. This massively helps conversion. Every visa category needs its own landing page, same headline as the ad, same case type, same outcome, built for the conversion, and that's built to convert that specific person, not to introduce your firm. And just think about it. So if you're going after marriage visas, the form they're filling out when they're giving you their personal information, that's the moment where they feel insecure and vulnerable. That's the moment you need to be asking them about their spouse and about their relation with their spouse and specific information for that, because then they know they're giving relevant information to their case and not just giving their data to somebody that's collecting data. And so you need to make sure that they don't get the X while doing that. Number 4, the site has never been tested on mobile. In most firms, the owners check their website on a desktop. They never open their phone. Meanwhile, 70 to 80% of their paid social and Google traffic is mobile. You're judging your site on the wrong version your buyers will never even see. Open your site on your phone right now. If the page takes more than 3 seconds to load, if the headline's cut off, if the form takes 30 seconds to scroll, or it's just dumb and doesn't look good, that's what every paid lead is seeing before they leave. Number 5. No follow-ups. The leads come in, the intake team calls them once, maybe twice, and then they don't pick up, and then that lead is gone forever. Industry data is clear. Most retainers get signed on the 5th contact, not on the 1st. Most leads aren't ready today. They're ready in 2 weeks or 2 months or 6 months. Without an email and text message sequence running in the background, you've thrown away 80% of every lead that you paid for. The ad spend created the lead. The system around it determines whether the lead will turn into a case or not. Now, here's the part that contradicts what your ad team is telling you. When one channel is working, and only one, adding a second channel is the most expensive way to grow, because all 5 blind spots get duplicated. New campaigns, new landing pages, you also won't optimize new tracking gaps, new leads going into the same broken flow. You don't have a traffic problem, and that's the point. And you have a yield problem, and you fix yield by extracting more from the traffic you already have. The real sequence is this. One channel starts working, that's stage 1. Stage 2 is everything I just walked you through. Specific creative visa by visa testing, landing pages per case type, mobile optimized, real follow-up sequences. Once that's built, your existing channels produces 30, 40, sometimes even 50% more cases at the same ad spend. That's the cheapest growth you'll ever buy because you're already paying for it. And that's the traffic. Now, stage 3, only after stage 2 is done, is the second channel. And by that point, you're not adding it for growth, you're adding it for stability. So a single platform algorithm change doesn't break your firm. You can't scale a system that doesn't exist. More ad spend on chaos just gets you more chaos faster. This only applies if you have one channel actually producing signed cases right now. And if neither channel is producing, that's a different conversation. Fix the channel first, then come back. In the next video, the metrics that actually tell you if your ads are profitable. Not cost per lead, not platform ROAS, the 2 numbers every immigration firm should know. If you're spending money on ads and your case count isn't moving the way you expected, book a case flow diagnostics call with me. The link is in the description. 30 minutes, we go through your campaigns, landing pages, follow-ups. We tell you which of these 5 blind spots is bleeding you the most cases right now and what fixing it is worth in signed retainers per month. If you don't know how many leads you're losing in the gap between clicks and signed cases, that's not a marketing problem, that's a math problem. And it's the most expensive math problem in your firm. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.